countless champions have been crowned throughout the history of competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! But what about the underdogs, the dark horses, the decks that upon first glance make you question everything you thought you knew about the game? In this series, both MBT and myself will be showcasing some of Yu-Gi-Oh's wackiest unsung heroes. Each episode will feature new decks, new strategies, and the results will be unpredictable. You've seen the history of Yu-Gi-Oh!, but this is the history of Jank. If you want 5% off any singles or sealed product, click the affiliate links in the description and use code CIMOOOOO5. And clicking the TCG Player affiliate link before you shop helps support us to provide you with more amazing content.
Oh, I am so happy to be playing Hero again. We're at a time in Yu-Gi-Oh's history where Hero was around, but not necessarily playable. That's because it had to compete for metagame space with the likes of Nekroz, Burning Abyss, and Shadow, and unfortunately was not well equipped to do that. Theoretically, it had a pretty good matchup versus most of those decks by way of the new Structure deck and Masked Hero Darklaw, but in practice that monster is too easy to get over, and unfortunately requires too much investment to be the whole game plan on its own. But what if you could supplement Masked Hero Darklaw with another monster? A very powerful monster that turned off a lot of Masked Hero Darklaw's counters, the spells and traps that would give him pause. Presenting Void Ogre Dragon Turbo. This list got a singular top during this period, but it was very much being explored, especially at the local and regional level. People had figured out that while Hero is an exceptionally powerful control deck, using cards like Elemental Hero Shadow Mist that can effectively be a 2-for-1 if special summoned correctly, it's also a very powerful combo strategy. Destiny Hero Malicious is an unbelievably powerful monster. Elemental Hero Bubbleman is really good in terms of free special summons, and both are readily available at all stages of the game. It doesn't take a genius to apply a lot of the theory that was being used in 2009 to justify Teledad, and reapply it here to justify a new, recently released, very powerful big boss in Void Ogre. Here's what this deck aims to do. Not only use cards like Summoner Monk to summon copies of Elemental Hero Shadow Mist and Mask Change into Darklaw, but also to use free 4s like Elemental Hero Bubbleman to make 4-star Xyz, things like Laval Chain. Laval Chain can send a copy of Plague Spreader Zombie or Destiny Hero Malicious to the graveyard, whichever one you are lacking after a long Destiny draw chain, and then, like Teledad, you can banish a Malicious from the graveyard and top a card from your hand to put a Plague Spreader Zombie on your side of the field, going into a Void Ogre Dragon. Now, usually this is very high investment, and for that reason, you will probably have no cards in hand and will be able to negate the effects of your opponent's spell and trap cards. This is a formidable setup. It is very taxing in terms of sequencing, and every game plays like a puzzle, especially if you're going second and want to play around specific cards. But the deck itself is extremely streamlined. There's not a lot of room in here for non-engine cards, and as you can see in the side deck, they're playing a bunch of stuff that probably will not be coming in under any circumstances. Let me walk you through what is in the main. Armageddon Knight and Blackwing Zephyros the Elite are pretty good in this strategy. Arma can send a copy of Plague Spreader or a Destiny Hero Malicious, and Zephyros the Elite is a free 4 for material for something like a Laval Chain. Diamond Dude is importantly a normal summonable Destiny Hero monster. Theoretically, it can be sent for Destiny Draw or behalf of Laval Chain. 3 copies of Malicious, 2 copies of Bubbleman, triple Shadow Mist, a copy of Plague Spreader Zombie, double Summoner Monk, triple Hero Lives, an Allure of Darkness, a Book of Moon, triple Destiny Draw, probably too many, a Foolish Burial, triple Mask Change, triple Miracle Fusion, triple Reinforcement of the Army, triple Upstart Goblin, Crush Card Virus, Fiendish Chain, double Phoenix Wing Windblast, and Vanity's Emptiness. In the side we've got, and I'm not joking, Destiny Hero Doomlord. We've also got a Jin, double Max C, Nekroz of Colossalus, 2 Darkhole, 3 MST, Nekroz Cycle, Raigeki, Mirror Force, and Royal Decree. Apparently they thought they were going to be doing a little bit of Jin locking over the course of a best of 3. In the extra, we've got Ab-Zeros, we've got Contrast Hero, Chaos, Escuriado, Acid, Anki, double Darklaw, Stardust Dragon as an additional 8, Void Ogre Dragon, a copy of Abyss Dweller, Castel, Evil Swarm Exciton Knight, Nightmare, and Laval Chain. So with that, here's Alex.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, just like that, we are back in the Jank tank, and unfortunately, that means we are going to continue playing bad decks, and we'll probably be here for quite some time. This week is no exception. So during this period in Yu-Gi-Oh, it was really difficult to find Jank decks because the meta was so overwhelmingly dominant that it wasn't particularly friendly to anyone who wasn't playing Nekroz, Burning Abyss, or any of these other meta contenders. And so you had people playing these decks that were just a million floodgates and hoping it was enough to be able to steal games. And maybe you could get away with that at smaller tournaments like locals or even regionals if you have a good run. But at the YCS and above level, it was really hard to go, 14, 15 rounds, just hoping that you're going to draw macro or necro value or anything like that. But this is one of the few decks that did actually have a few tops around this time, and that is Yosenju. So we played this once in History of Yu-Gi-Oh! That was a mistake because that deck does not deserve to be in History of Yu-Gi-Oh! Although, again, like, it has a small stint of success, but compared to everything else around the time that this deck came out, if this deck came out in a different format, I feel like it would have worked out a lot better, but I think just the competition was way too steep that it wasn't really able to compete at the same level. So let's do the card by card. We're playing Stun, so obviously Ryo is a decent card in here as well. Comma 1, Comma 2, Comma 3, of course, are our go-tos. All of these have the effect to normal summon one another, as well as any other Yosenju card. And then while you have another Yosenju, they each have a respective effect. So Comma 1, you can bounce a face-up card, so it's a compulse, which is pretty good. Comma 2 can attack directly, and that like kind of comes up, but honestly, he's just the biggest one. And then Comma 3, when another Yosenju deals damage, you can actually add a Yosenju card to your hand, so that's actually quite good. Shichu L is one of the new cards. These are pendulum cards, and I love that they're the little gates. This is neat. They have a pendulum effect that when they're in the scale, the Yosenju monster can't be destroyed by battle or card effect, and you destroy this card instead. So it actually gives you some protection when you're going in and just summoning a bunch of Yosenjus, so you're not going to get blown out by something big, like a board wipe or single targeted removal. So that's not bad, but it also just gives you more names, which is important as well if you're trying to access the rank 4s. Then we have Suchik, which is nice. It's the honorary mini honest of the deck, but it's also another name you can special summon, or rather normal summon, excuse me, because that's all this deck does is normal summon, and it's a decent card. Then for the spells, we have Dark Hole, triple Tenki, because they're all Beast Warriors, double MST, triple Necro Value, double Pot, Regeki, and then the traps, we have Bottomless, double Chain, Macro Cosmos, double Mirror Force, double Mistake, Ring of Destruction, I think this is legal again now, Solemn Warning, Torrential Tribute, Emptiness, and double Yosenju Secret Move. I'm not sure if this was legal the last time we played this deck, but this card's pretty sick. So it's a counter trap when a spell, trap card, or monster effect is activated, while you control at least a Yosenju card, and all face-up monsters you control are Yosenju monsters, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy that card. So this is nice because you can actually just set this a turn before you're going to go and just summon all your Yosenjus, and you're going to be protected by a lot of stuff. That's kind of the whole point of this card. Then for the extra, we just have every rank 4 under the sun, including Dweller, Tiger King, a Karen Gorgon, Castel, Pleiades, Exciton, double Cowboy, because we can summon these very easily. Chidori, we have a 101, a Rhapsody, Heartland Draco, and then we have our small package of Ptolemaeus, Deltaros, and Diamond. This is very funny because Diamond can just hose a lot of the graveyard-based decks, and with Ptolemaeus, you can make it quite easily because it requires any Tellarknight Xyz in order to make this, so that's kind of fun. And then the side deck, we have double Fossil Dyna to lean more into the stun aspect, Book, Dimensional Fissure, MST, and then traps, we have Chaos Trap Hole, Fairy Wind, Light Imprisoning, Shadow Imprisoning, and Mistake. We were just trying to cover all of our bases here, and it's rough. It's a very uphill battle, but this is what Jank was at its best during this period in Yu-Gi-Oh's history. So hopefully it's enough to beat Joseph and to get us out of the Jank tank. Let's see if that is true. Ladies and gentlemen, let's not make you wait any longer. It's time to duel. Joseph, gotta say, I think we really take Jank decks for granted sometimes because now that we're in like Necros format in the accompanying history timeline of everything going on, yeah, it's a desert out here.
I talk a lot about how historic formats are rarely solved, and it's only because of looking back at them that we really get some information we didn't have at the time. This format's solved. We know what's good. It's not what we're playing.
It's an understatement for sure. Let's just get into it. Aaron Wilson, thank you for the support. And buddy, you got the hand up for me.
I don't know. Sure.
I rolled a 4, the number of stars on basically every monster in my deck.
I picked 3.
Ooh.
There was no real reason. There was not a reason.
Oh. Well, it won you the die roll, so you can't really complain. All right, buddy. What you doing?
Guess I'm going first.
Oh, shocker. I wonder why. With the deck that is a mystery to me, why would you possibly want to go first?
Oh my God, this deck's insane. Okay, we are going to begin with a Hero Lives.
That's a good one.
So Stratos, not legal during this period. So I can summon an elemental hero from my deck. I'm going to get Elemental Hero Shadow Mist. I will take
Shadow Mist is still pretty good for what it's worth.
I'm going to activate Shadow Mist. Grab this card. All right, for now, we're going to go normal Shadow Mist.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. Rhoda.
For the Bubble Man.
For the Booble Man. And honestly, I just want to do it. I'm sorry, I just want to do it. Laval Chain.
Yeah.
Hold up. We're going to do it in such a way that I can retain an activation of Shadow Mist. We're going to detach Booble Man.
Makes sense.
And we're going to send a copy of Destiny Hero Malicious, I believe. All right, back to you.
We'll draw. Anything in standby.
No.
Main 1.
Okay, there is something.
I was about to say, there's no shot you're not doing this.
We're going to do this, yeah. And then we'll go Shadow Mist, grab a Bubbleman.
Okay, how in the hell are we going to deal with this? There's some things we can do. Let's go Yosenju, 3.
Okay.
No effect.
All right.
Battle.
Yes.
Attack, Dark Law.
That is okay.
Damage step.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll pitch Suchik.
Yup. I'll take 100 here. Get this motherfucker out of here.
Sorry, he's banished, yes, but it only has to be discarded. It doesn't have to discard to the graveyard.
Yep.
So. Now, unfortunately, my 3 doesn't get its effect because it has to be another Yosenju because this card blows. Main 2, we'll go Tenki.
That's fine.
May as well just try to get set up for next turn here. Let's go for 1. I will set 2 miracle cards. End phase, 3 comes back to hand. Go ahead.
Stand by main. Bubble Man.
He's here.
Lavalche. We'll send this guy. Shadow Mist. We'll grab this guy. This is like a funny card. Malicious. Plagues.
I will Vanities on the Plague activation.
Chain Mask Change. Target Bubbleman.
For Acid.
Yep. New Chain Acid.
Well, this Plague still wouldn't summon, correct?
Oh, yes, you're right. Yeah.
You still want to do this?
I do, yeah.
Okay. That is fine. Everything goes. It was Mirror Force.
Oh, okay. I wonder if I can just kill you here.
You might be able to.
Certainly close. Does suck that we lost that. No good 6s during this period. Let's go Miracle Fusion.
Jesus. Yeah.
We'll banish this guy and this guy for Ab-Zero.
Ab-Zero.
And let's go 18, 26, 3000.
Oh, because the water effect. Forgot.
Damn, I should have summoned this Mally in attack position.
He could have won.
Yeah, I didn't think we'd get this far. All right, back to you.
Now, Ab-Zero. Where are we at on rulings with this?
When he leaves the field and goes to a hidden information zone, he will trigger.
He will trigger. Okay, needed to clarify that. That's very important. Main 1.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we got our work cut out for us here. How are we going to deal with this guy? Okay, Tenki. Let's grab... Funny thing is, Lavalval Chain's actually kind of big.
He's a lad.
Just slightly. I think we might be able to make it work. We'll get 2. I guess we didn't really need to do that. The other way works too. That's fine. Let's go 1 effect. 2 effect.
Also, yes.
3 if no effect.
Yep.
We're going to go 1, bounce your acid.
Mad. Sure.
Battle, 2 over the chain.
I take 100 here.
Yes. And then we'll take out your Mally.
Yep.
And then, 3 triggers on the, 2 dealing damage to you as well. So I get to add. Can't add another 3. That's perfectly fine. I'll just grab another... I'll get another Oh, I can't get 3 with 3. My bad.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just get a 2 in that case. Sure.
Okay.
Second main, overlay these for 101.
Sure.
Take the Ab-Zero.
That's fine. You go.
And then I will just go to end phase. This will bounce back. What do you?
Wow. Stand by main.
I don't know why I put this down here like Thousand Eyes. I'm not in my right mind. Go ahead.
Mally. D-draw.
Jeez. Yeah.
Wow. Oh, sure. Plagues. And now, let's perform a Synchro Summon.
What could it be?
It's Void Ogre Dragon.
There it is.
We'll set 1.
Card's sick.
I feel like you're just dead here, right? We'll go combat, attack.
I am dead. You got it.
Okay, I was like... Oof.
Okay, so for what it's worth, at least this time when I played Yosenju in the correct series, because it didn't belong in History of Yu-Gi-Oh! I'll tell you that. At least I did things that game. That actually like felt a lot better than just bricking on all the stunned cards. But I say that now, then I'm gonna just draw a million of them. But best of luck, buddy. This looks pretty cool, but unfortunately, not much I can do going first. I think I am just going to set 2 cards and Dimensional Fissure pass.
fuck off, dog. Oh my god.
Nice Mallies, nice Plagues,
Yeah,
nice,
yeah.
yeah, nice all of those. All right, we'll go main
Cool
one.
deck, yeah.
Let's space this one.
Okay.
I don't know why I rolled the die. I just
that
picked
is
one.
Book of Moon.
Okay, I'll get rid of the other one while we're at it.
Oh, okay. That is Mask Change.
All right, we'll go comma 3 effect.
Yeah.
Go Sujik.
Sure.
Suchik pump comma 3. Battle will go 15 or 25 rather.
Yeah.
And 1,000. Trigger comma 3.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get a comma 1.
Yep.
And we'll just go end phase. Bounce these guys back. Go ahead.
What am I looking for exactly? Not that. D-draw. D-draw. Rhoda.
Yeah, that's fine.
This guy.
Sure.
Normal Shadow Mist.
That's fine.
You got it. Vision!
One card! One card!
Oh, man. Sometimes Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a really good card game.
Don't you love floodgates? Don't you just love floodgates?
I do.
Amazing.
I do love floodgates. I love them very much. Deciding on how I want to do this one. Let's go Foolish Burial. We are going to send Shadow Mist. We're going to grab Malicious. Skipping a step here because I have D-draw.
It's fine.
Okay. Well, not exactly what I was looking for. Smunk.
Yeah.
Smunk effect. Let's pitch Rhoda.
Go off. Playing Yosenju. You think I have interaction?
Shadow Mist.
Yep.
These two. Laval Chain. Laval Chain, detach Smunk. We're going to send Plagues. Top this card for Plagues. Mally. We'll go Mally to the grave for Void Ogre.
Set 2 pass. Is that what we're seeing?
Indeed, that is what we're seeing. Back to you.
Okay. I'll draw. Anything in standby.
No.
Main 1 in that case. Okay. Void Ogre's just once per turn negation. That's pretty cool. Let's go Tenki.
Yeah.
Didn't think we'd get this far. Let's try for comma 2.
Yeah.
Normal comma 2.
What does this do? Can attack directly. The normal summon is fine.
No effect.
Okay.
Battle.
Yeah.
Kill chain.
I'll take 100 here. Okay, then we will add Diamond Dude.
Second main. Let's go set 1, 2, 3. And bring
Jesus.
comma back.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Standby. What?
On the setting,
Yeah.
I'm gonna flip mistake.
Diamond Dude. Do we want a Diamond Dude or let's Mally? It's like funny. The top card was not Mally, so that was not smart. Diamond Dude.
That's fine.
Wah. Ooh.
Okay.
That's, maybe someday. Let's just go Miracle Fusion now.
Yep.
It's just this guy.
I scurried out. Sure.
Combat.
This is a lot of damage. What do we got? 8, 14, 25, 3K. So it's 22, 47, 77.
78.
That's a
Scurried
shit.
out gets 100.
Oh, he
attack.
gets the 100.
Yeah.
That's right. Order.
Yeah. We're going to go with Scurried out first.
26. That's,
8, 14,
yep.
3.
I think I'm going to try Fiendish Chaining this.
I do have to try the Ogre Dragon here.
Then I will try Fiendish Chaining again.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
it is what it is.
It wasn't pretty. It wasn't pretty.
Yeah. Back to you.
I'll draw. Standby main. Comma 2. Activate.
I will chain here.
Sure. Literally chain. That's fine. It's also going to be a bit awkward. Go battle. Take out the diamond dude.
You're still under chain.
I'm under chain. Yeah, what I'm thinking. I'm thinking it's just
I was gonna
negating the
say.
effects. I'm sorry. I'm not attacking shit. I'm sorry. So we're just in main 1 then. That's very bad. That's very, very bad.
The thing that's complicating this is like You have 4 continuous.
There's a lot of things complicating this, buddy. Let me tell you. Oh my god. I'm going to scale Yosenju Shichu L.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put this here because we don't have our master rule
biblically
3
accurate
zones.
scales, yeah.
Yeah. This actually does it is relevant too.
Oh no, for sure.
So I guess I gotta keep doing it. Dimensional Fissure, go.
Awesome. Okay.
Great deck.
Standby will resolve reinforcement of the army.
You won't because mistake's up.
Oh, awesome. All right, main one. Am I missing something? Battle.
Sure.
This is, I can only get over it once, right?
Correct.
Because of the Shinshu L.
Yes.
Well, I mean, you know, sure. Attack.
Okay, so I'll take, we're both boosted by 100, so the math comes out the same. And then I will let the Shichu L, this will go to the extra deck.
It'll go to banished, right?
Oh, get banished, yeah. No, it's, because it's fish. Oh, because it's a monster. God, this is so confusing. Yeah, it's a monster, so we'll get banished.
This sucks. All right, back to you.
Please. That is not good. Well, I can change battle position at least.
That is true. Stand by main.
Yep.
Attack my minions.
Yeah, I'm just dead. I'm dead. Oh my
Very
god.
Weird one. Are you on?
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know. If you normal a guy and go to Exciton, it's kind of a problem.
I had more cards than you. That was the problem. Because I had all the fucking continuous spells and traps. I couldn't Exciton.
Oh,
I think I was either tied with you or I had one more card. So I was like, yeah, that's the line if you let the comma 2 go through for the Shinshu L.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you had the chain anyway, so it didn't matter. But yeah, that's what I was trying to do. But I'm like, fuck, all these fiendish chains are just sitting here. And then the best part is I had duality. So I'm like, I can't use that under mistake. Yeah, great time. Great time.
This was
I think I sequenced it a bit weird. So
oh,
I could have.
You needed to normal the comma 2 and normal the Shinshu L too. Oh,
yes.
Yuck.
Exactly. So I think what I could have done a little bit differently was when you had the diamond dude in hand, your ogre was turned offline. So what I could have done was I could have just immediately played the dimensional fissure to at least like just have that active. I don't think it would have really changed much. But then also instead of doing the double fiendish chain thing, there could have been a world where I try to like flip mistake and then you negate with void ogre. I chain it, and then I still have an extra chain for like this is Scurrydow or something. And then we're just literally sitting at each other looking here and not doing anything. So I think I just sequenced it a little bit improperly. And then plus with like duality and mistake, that was kind of awkward. So yeah, it just fucking, this deck sucks. I'm so sick of this deck.
Yeah, sorry that you have had to play it a couple of times. I'm sick of mistakes. Stop playing decks with mistake in them.
You're still winning. It doesn't matter.
No, this hero list is interesting. So at this time, Hero was a playable strategy, playable in quotes here. Did not really have the tools necessary to compete with the big boys, but Dark Law Pass or like Summoner Monk Maker rank 4 was pretty popular. But people correctly recognize that the issue with the deck is that it does not have nearly a high enough ceiling to compete with things like Necroz or Shadow or Burning Abyss. And as a result, a lot of people started tinkering, and one of the things they tinkered with was this, using Plague Spreader Zombie and Malicious to make a powerful 8. At the time, the most powerful 8 was Void Ogre Dragon. Later, this strategy would be kind of reconceptualized into Zolkin Hero, which we'll take a look at, I think, around 2015 or 16. But at present, it is a little lacking. As you saw in Game 2, despite the fact that it loses 2 sideboarded options, I was bricked up in that one. It's on, like, 3 D-Draw and, like, 4 Destiny Heroes, but, like, you kind of have to do it, because if you draw Malicious, you sort of lose. It draws some very bad hands, but it also has the power to be very explosive, and like other hero decks, it tests a skill that isn't super prevalent in a lot of the other top decks, and that's sequencing. Sequencing matters super a lot in this deck. Yosenju has a couple of tops during this period, but who played this?
Yeah, I was gonna say, at least with Void Ogre 2, even if you're just doing the Dark Law Pass stuff, Void Ogre insulates you from a lot of the stuff that would out Dark Law.
Dark holes and the like,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So it just sort of like naturally works together in that regard, even though you do have to go through these like weird loops to get to him. Like it's fine. I think it kind of makes sense because like especially too when you consider Necroz and BA are the 2 best decks at this time, and like Shadal's not really far behind either. Dark Law can just win games by itself, and so that's why like you see my deck on like D-Fissure, Macro, main deck, and different things like that, because if you weren't playing Necros, BA, or, you know, Shadal variants, you literally had to play a ton of fucking floodgates to even give your deck a chance to compete at any level whatsoever. And that was just the format at the time. Necros and BA and Shadal were just so overwhelmingly dominant that nothing else could really even compete. And so, yeah, then you just get piles like this where people are just literally praying that they're going to get 1 or 2 monsters and enough back row that it's going to be enough to withstand them. And in some cases, it would. Like, that might be good enough to get a regional top at times. But when you look at this time, at the YCS results and everything like that, it is a graveyard for Jank. There's no shot that these decks even have a chance.
One of the most rogue unfriendly formats of all time. And
yeah, I agree.
That's why we're having a rough time here on Jank.
Absolutely. We might not be here for too much longer because there's not much else to really discuss. But we'll see. We'll see. So guys, that's going to wrap it up for another video. I hope you all enjoyed. Let's go ahead and shout the patrons for all of their continued support. So shout outs to Shout1317, Tim00x3, MBT Play Medolce, Moto, Cameron L. Smith, Pony Stark, The Synchro Guy, Phoenix the Immortal, Dan the Man Hoban, Draconic, Jordan Coons, Little Fade Leaf, Chris Hood, Dylan Hunter, Cody Bretz, Extremely Vulgar Man, Brody Eastwood, Flannel Daddy, Dalton, Inuno Taisho, Thanks for the Sleeves Dad, Max, Twinkle Muncher, Matthew Brady. I've tried reading cards before. It was horrible, and my guinea pigs had to get me therapy. Helios515, Simo's Chaos Cooking Draft, Cheeks McLaperty, Stolfin Amethyst, Wonder Waffle, MBT Cancel by all community soon, Cancel by all committee soon, Cancel by all players soon, Corvain, Gray9, and Micah Pierce. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time.